change management project. We want to change something in our business, how we operate, what strategies we follow. We can have technical projects of doing things. We can have development projects, for example, a new product we want to have developed. We can have analysis projects where we need to figure out what to do. We can have delivery projects. There could also be an implementation project. We have bought a machine and we need to have that implemented into our business. Strategic projects, which is projects that we do now, which we might lose on, spend money on, but there could be some future results, or some operative projects which should give results right now and here. All these things are managed by the project manager. So he or she needs to do the project planning, the monitoring, the management and control of the project, manage the project group, and build and nurture stakeholder interests. One of the things which is missing here, which is a big part of our project, what is that?
Collecting data.
Yes, that's part of it. He does not collect data. The project manager does actually not do any part of the project. So usually I say, if you don't care to do any work, as a joke, be project manager, because they just tell the others what to do and say, hey, you didn't do that, or you didn't do that. Hurry up. That's the role of the project manager. It's not the project manager's role to do any part of the project.
Is it the same as a supervisor?
Project supervisor, yeah,
Yes.
is a different term for the same thing. Yeah. So is he? But he's also the one who get cursed at if he doesn't do it if the project is not successful. So on top of things, yeah. But I'll also say that over time, I worked with many project managers, and a project manager is his weight worth in gold. To have things done, a good project manager, you can almost not pay too much. And I think right after salespeople, I fired the most project managers. Salespeople, they come and go. If they can sell, great. If they cannot sell, out. Project managers who are good are really good, because then you, as a owner of a company or a leader, you can lean back and you can trust them, because they do these things and they do the reporting, they do the follow-up on it. Here's some of the qualities that you would like to see in a project manager: believe in yourself, trust the ideas, take chances, dare to say stop. That's also part of it. Say, hey guys, you want this done as well? Cannot be done. That makes me as a customer much more confident that they can actually do it than say, yeah, we will try. Initiate activities, taking the lead, do things differently. They also know that things will go wrong. I think there is one thing that I always say that is for certain in projects, is that something will fail. So if people crumble, if things go wrong, they're not cut out for this. But they also need to take the advice and guidance and laugh at people and then tell people who are not working, go do something else. So it needs to have some personality, kind of the same qualities that you would also see in many good leaders. So to expand on it, be heard, natural authority and respect from people, motivate, create enthusiasm and energy, communicate, listen, and see all the small goals there, be able to adapt because things go wrong, get people to work together, solve the problems, and manage that group interactions, which it is, and be this role model, organized, etc., result orientated. Next thing, starting the project, and I'll talk a little bit more about later when we talk about management, but starting the project is always starting with a kickoff meeting and with a good agenda, clear results, clear goals, so you can see, okay, what is it that we should achieve in this meeting. You talk about the project scope. So what is it actually this project is supposed to do? You'll have the presentation of the team members. So everybody knows, okay, who is a specialist in which areas. And then interpersonal alignment is a fancy word for have cake and fun. And I love to have something fancy like this written, which means that you should actually eat cake and have fun. And it might sound a little bit strange. Why do we have this here? But as you're going to work together, you need to have the social comfort level with each other to be able to ensure that these solutions are proper, that people have the buy-in to it, and you know who actually means what. So it's a listening exercise for the project manager. Then in this agreement and in the scope, it's important that everybody has the same understanding and the same goals. So what is it in this project that we're going to do, and how important is this project, and how important a project is on the surface? Well, of course it's important. You're sitting as the project manager for this project. But what we always often see as well is that someone has come in and they have maybe 20% of their time for the next 3 weeks, but they have some other projects which is much more important for them. So for them, the significance of the project is quite low. That needs to be understood so that, okay, I can only put this much load and this much trust in that person, which has a low significance for this project. You also need to figure out, okay, what's the norms, what's the values, how important is it to meet on time? How important is it to deliver on time? And who has responsibility for the different parties? Who is making sure that everybody is feeling happy? Who's making sure that the deliverables are done? Who is going to tell the others, hey, come on, you need to focus now? And those kind of things. Figure that out in the first meeting, and you will take a lot of the potential issues away moving forward. Scope management is what we've talked a little bit about. What is the scope? What is the project objectives? What is supposed to be the effect of this project? And remember, there is a difference between objectives and deliverables. To exemplify it, why would you want a customer relationship management system, CRM system? That's the deliverable. So you deliver a IT system. That's the deliverable. That's what the project manager is evaluated upon. But the objective is not an IT system. The objective is to manage potential customers better. So The value creation, again, is the objective, and deliverable is a system. Or it could be a new machine in the production. That's the deliverable. But the objective is to be able to produce quicker. Then we have some milestones, we have some technical requirements, we have some things that we don't do, some things that we don't consider in the projects. We have some reviews with customer steering committee. I'll get back to that in the organization part. And then we have the SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. That's our scope, and that's the key document for the project manager, because things will change over time and he need to be able to identify that things has changed. Then we have a communication plan, because that's also one of the key tasks of the project manager. Communication plan is informing people who are relevant for the project, the stakeholders. What information do they need? Where do we get that? How do we distribute it? And when, by whom? That leads to projects or the analysis and the stakeholder analysis. Identifying stakeholders' roles in contributing to the project, how important they are, success criteria, and potential actions.